How can technology enable individuals with learning disabilities? This is something we are going to learn from the speaker in the following video.
I have had certain traits. For instance, I am very visual in my understanding and in the way I view knowledge. I have a shorter but a very sort of acute focus span, and I am a very slow reader. I think that could be one of the main points that you can take throughout my life. So I read and I retain very well, but I am a slow reader. I'll tell you a little bit about my personal ones, and some of them may be also driven by my work, because I work to build AI tools for neurodiversity. Audiobooks, for instance, or audio versions or video versions of learning content consumption is something that I really prefer nowadays. Another coping mechanism would be to really find support in things where I might struggle. So for instance, I know for a fact any major email I write always is passed on to somebody else in the team to just check for typos. You have tools, Grammarly as well, which anybody can use. You have that.
Before we get into how can we strengthen these systems, it's very important to understand the three buckets of obstacles that our students with SLDs might face. One could be awareness of AT. While we know that a lot of our students are very tech savvy, we'll also have students who are coming into your campuses and have not been aware about what is the technology that suits the gap they have because of their struggles coming from the disability better. How can they work towards it? How can they train themselves towards it? And what are the range of devices that are there? They're also not prepared to work with these assistive devices, and therefore it's very important for us to know and train them to be able to do the same. Availability of assistive devices in institution is lacking. So if I'm a student who knows that what is the exact device or the feature that I need to unlock my potential as a student with specific learning disability, but the institution is not able to provide. So if we are trying to get inclusive, it's just not our processes, but also our resources that we need to strengthen to welcome these students. Incorporating AT in institutes is a challenge. Lack of familiarity of students and faculty with these AT devices is a big challenge. Lack of training in terms of being able to incorporate just adds to the challenge that already is there. Any kind of AT that can be used to replace the human assistance and accommodation is lacking. So we need to understand that if you're not able to get certain human-based resources, right, to help our students in their examination, what are the AT-based resources that can be used to do the same? Now here on your screen, as you can see, we have sensitization, awareness, availability, faculty training, and we are also looking at incorporating, supporting our students. How can we do this? What departments are we focusing on will help us create an ecosystem which is AT based, which is enabling inclusion.